Hi, I'm Ed Alexander, founder of the Entrepreneurship Law Firm. Today, I'm going to talk about paying employees in stock or stock options. Oftentimes, when a business is new or tight on cash, the owners will want to actually issue stock to the employees to compensate them. Sometimes the employees are only getting a small portion of what they're actually worth, or in some instances, the company can't pay them at all, so they're issuing stock. There's a big risk in issuing stock to employees, a couple of big risks. The first is that the IRS treats that as though you paid the employee cash compensation and then the employee wrote a check back to the company in exchange for the stock. And what that means is that the company has to do the withholding, and then the employee has to actually pay income taxes on the value of that stock. Now, that isn't so bad when the stock isn't worth much or anything, but if the stock is worth even a reasonably small amount, then the employee can have to dig into their pocket to get that cash to pay the IRS, which kind of exacerbates the problem for the employee. Also, when you bring on minority shareholders into a company, you're really kind of changing the dynamic of the company, and you've got to have a shareholders agreement in place. You've got to be able to buy that employee or that shareholder out of the company. And finally, sometimes there's a change in paradigm that comes when an employee becomes a shareholder. Now, sometimes that's great because they think they're an owner and they act as though they're an owner. But sometimes it's not so good because they think that, well, I'm an owner now and I don't have to show up on time and I don't have to do the work that I was set up to do. So usually you want to do this through a stock option plan. A stock option plan is a special exception to some of these tax problems. It still does require you to go ahead and put in place a shareholders agreement, but it allows you to let the employee get the benefit of their work without necessarily being a shareholder out of the box. For most employees, they'd rather not be a shareholder out of the box because it means they've had to put money into the company. Well, if you have any questions about this or any other business-related information, go to our website, entrepreneurshiplawfirm.com. There's a lot of free information there. If you're not receiving this video blog on a regular basis, be sure to sign up on our homepage where it says email newsletter. You can always comment on this blog by sending me an email, ed@entrepreneurshiplawfirm.com. And thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week.